boy. And make sure I ain't just talking to him live. Talking to the bleachers, right? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Next Gen 720. And I am back with we're back with another video. Like I said, more or less a show. More like it says, I just did a video, believe it, I hate to do them like back to back like that and not space them out. But I just did a video talking about the pre-orders of the PlayStation 5. But I was going live anyway today because there's like I said a few topics that I wanted to talk about and just interact with you guys and get you guys reaction. Like I said, I can't see you just yet, either my good brother Moss or Kratos. We'll shout you guys out as you guys come in, but as you come in, you be so calm before you get seated, before you even wash your hands, take your hat and your coat off, whatever, before you leave the restroom, hit the like button, type something in the chat so we know that you're there, so we can, it says like 40 people here so far on my end.
Yep.
Just type something. Yeah, this.
We got SS9, man. SS9, he's up under the desk before you go live. Man.
Y'all some real shit, man. What's crazy, right? A lot of y'all. Well, not a lot of y'all. Yeah, I talk to you guys on Facebook, or I talk to you here. I don't have a lot of you guys Twitter accounts. I left a Ray emotional tweet on the wee hours of the night last night, bro. I was off that sauce, out one of those bottles. And again, as the room filling up, I just wanted to say thank you. Just like shout out. Some people, you forgot about me. If I forgot anyone's name or whatever the case may be, I was just saying thank you, for rocking out with me for this this roller coaster ride here on YouTube. Even to some of my brothers that I do the shows with. I met some real solid cats that turned out to be more solid than jokers I've known. I don't know how long, since I met. And I'm just keeping it all the way a buck, sometimes they hate, when I tell the truth, they take it as me throwing shade. Just being honest, And I'm just saying, thank you, like I said, to some of my biggest supporters, just what I do here. And I'm just saying, I couldn't name everybody. Twitter only gives you but so much space. And I know I forgot a lot of names, but again, I forgot your SS9 name on Twitter. Your damn should have been in there. I don't think I added my man Heath Stevens and AP the shooter. And it's not even what someone leaves in the super chat. Yes, all that is appreciated. And again, for helping me, make the platform. And listen, think about 2 years ago, I got green screens now, got shit popping off in the back. Thanks to you guys, I learned how to work a little bit. At the end of the day, or whatever the case may be, it was with me. Saying thank you. That's why. I get the t-shirts and, it's a subtle way. And also I told you guys again, and I'm going to maybe talk about it again at the end of the show, maybe either once a month or twice a month. Sometimes people get a little shy, but some of you guys that rock out, that really support me, to bring you on the show, just one-on-one with you. I don't know what the hell I name it. Me just giving you guys, not saying I have a huge platform, to voice your opinion about whatever, So we're again me saying, thank you, and that I really rock out with those that rock out with me. A lot of jokers ain't doing that, I told you before, I don't like to build a wall between myself and my, that's just how I am. But, make it into a show. It might be something, maybe on to something. But, again, it's a way of me saying thank you to you guys. So, I know I missed a lot of names. Here's a disclaimer. Shout out to Rafe the Emperor, you know what I mean? But, again, it was, that I'm very appreciative. But like I said, you guys, as they come and do me a favor, you start shouting some of these jokers out. Some of the niggas in the chat.
You got it. You got it, Dubs.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, shout out to SS9 Vegeta, Clarissa 35. We got Xbox has no games. I don't Rizzy, what's going on? Alex Escobar, what's up, brother?
Alex. My brother.
Hey, no Russian. The cool 1985.
Hey, it's crazy, yo. Hey, yo, with that name, I'm surprised to see about a 20-some-year-old white boy, but it's cool. We like to fun of the day. Hey, listen, if you're a white boy, his troll game is on level 15, bro. Should have had an all-time high, bro.
He probably got a pickup truck with Trump stickers all over the hood.
Yeah, man. Fuck it, man. What's good with you?
Shout out to Heath Stevens. We got Triple J in the house, Lay is in the house, Daniel B, Sound 217. We got my man Philip Sin 22.
Yeah.
John Tuca Game. Yeah. Yo, what's up, bro? It's kinda, I think my first time seeing that particular name.
What's his name? John who?
John Tuka Game. So we're gonna be on the lookout for that one. See if that one repeat.
It might be repeat.
Shout out to Bang House Productions. What's going
Bang
on?
House, what's up, brother?
Always
support.
Bang House.
Always with the support. We got Spider Silver, always in the house. Who else we got? We got Trey. This motherfucker's already in here. So Devil Luke.
Yeah.
Game Over. Let's see who else we got in here. Let's see. Gold Line. What's going on? What's going on? Spencer Briggs. We got Panda Mark.
Pastor Briggs. What's up, Pastor Briggs?
Yeah, Pastor Briggs. Hey, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Karan Williams. What's going on? Viter Punk. Chaz, what's going on? Vedger is in the house.
Vedger, what's up, baby? What's good, brother?
As usual. Jay Wags, my man Jay Wags, man. I ain't seen you in a while. What's going on, brother?
Wags in the rehab, man. Shout out to Wags, you know. What's up, baby? What's good, bro?
Hey, Wags, I'm a DM you a link, bro, if you want to hop in, man.
You should be on the Discord. He said, Z, check your phone. Listen, my phone right here. McNeil J. Chris, shout out to my brother. What's up, man?
Yeah, McNeil, Chris J. We got Cooper Man 30. And shout out to Bendo.
Shout out to my man, Chris, man. He walking through Walmart with the FN production T-shirt on, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, Metal Hell Panic. What's going on? Delano, what's going on?
Yeah,
we got everybody. If I'm missing you, we'll get you next time. Hit that like button.
But listen, which is very important. A lot of you motherfuckers is lazy. Might be a little pudgy. Your thumbs might be hurt. Sore for checking your sugar and shit. Got gaming diabetes. It's very important and imperative again, that you hit the like button. It helps to show more. A lot of people, like I said, they don't get notifications and a lot of other weird shit they do to try to silence me here on this platform. You know what I mean? But again, you guys come in. So
they said your mic sound crazy. What does it sound like? It sound good on this.
Let me hop out and hop back in. Hold on.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna have you to say something, Z. I'm gonna test for myself. Go ahead and say something.
I'm the world's beautifulest vocabulars. A bunch of phony MCs dead in their esophagus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You sound good. Maybe your volume is a little hot.
They said you sound like auto-tune.
Well, or maybe chop. Hold on. Let me hop out and hop back in.
Let me do something.
Yeah.
Let me hop out and hop back in. Hold on. Let me hop back in. All right, hold on. Wait, hold on 1 second. Let me do this.
With that being said, while he's getting his mic fixed, I want to speak real quick to what he was saying earlier about we gonna do the chat shows and stuff like that. Don't be shy, y'all. The show is all about y'all opinions and what y'all think as well.
Yeah.
That's how your boy MM2K got on the scene when we was doing this back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Some food for thought. Yeah, I mean, like definitely. Hey, a decent mic could cost you $20 on Amazon just to start you off with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this might blossom into something for you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Again, it's way of me saying, like I said, and again, the way of me saying thank you to you guys. But like a little small talk, like I said, most what's been going on with you, good brother. I don't think I haven't spoken to you personally in a minute. What's going on with you, bro? What's going up?
Just trying to do some content, man. Trying to get the Twitch channel popping. Just putting out my anti-Phil rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? And man, we're gonna talk about this interview. This interview that they did with they gave me the guy's name. Woo! He put it on Phil, man. Paul. He put it on Phil, bro.
Join us live. Phil Spencer becomes. How you say becomes? Shit.
Unhinged. This sounds like some Inside Edition shit. He becomes unhinged.
And becomes unhinged during his interview. During his interview, says Xbox games. Are you Xbox guys?
Yeah, you Xbox guys.
Trash.
Big up to the homie Dirt, man.
Yeah, how do you get rid of that Windows G thing? That should be popping up, man. I gotta disable it, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to disable.
xCloud is not working. It doesn't work. All right. Does not.
They said you still sound like Z Payne, man.
I'm botting. I don't know what the hell. Hold on, man.
Yeah. Try to listen to it yourself, Z, and see what you're saying.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me do this. Let's see, I'm botting.
Oh, let me. I'm
Oh, listen. Let me
here.
Oh, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Where the hell is the show at? I gotta find the show. All right, let me see right quick. Let me.
God damn, bro, you sound like the Terminator and shit, man.
Yo, hello, yo.
Oh, you got a fan on. That's what it is, bro.
Let me
fan is chopping your shit up.
Let me do this, man. Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second.
Homie, y'all gonna burn homie up, man. That's what it is. He sound like the motherfucking Terminator.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it is. It sounds like he got a fan.
Yeah.
It's all right. We're gonna get his shit upgraded.
Yeah, we working on it. We try to show Z how to be professional, like them other podcasts. Oh man, hey yo, that picture in the back, bruh. Who did that, man?
Hey. Oh shit! Hey, that shit hilarious.
Oh man, this is horrible, man. It's horrible. It is what it is. While he's getting this shit together, man. Fuck it. We might as well get into it. Can y'all please tweet this out? There's like 100 people in here and only like 30 likes. Can y'all help out? Help.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all the best crowd, but y'all also the laziest crowd.
Yeah, exactly, man. Y'all little limp at the fingers, man.
Yeah. Y'all act like somebody asking for y'all food stamps or something.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Just hit like
Bougie Ram with the $9.99 said, "Yo Z, that thumbnail is priceless." Exactly, man.
Yeah, let me see levels. Let me turn my shit down.
Let us know if it sounds better now. You know what I'm saying?
Turn it down. Hit OK. Oh, wait, hold on one second, man.
Okay.
Right now. Hold on, let me get this shit together over here.
all right.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me get it together. I'm gonna hop out the Discord. Actually, I'm gonna close it and reopen it. Period. So just give me 1 second.
Oh, they said much better.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the Discord and open it back up. Though, hold on 1 second.
All right. That's what's up. So yeah, man, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Particularly a lot of damage control. By the.
Yeah, well, all right.
We got a lot of them.
How I sound now?
You good?
You sound
man.
good to us, but they said you sounded good before you.
Okay, all right. But just give me also like I said, I'm gonna go back home with Twitter. I hope it does not work. xCloud does not work. Okay, what's my man name? Does not work. Plus, what's it? MC.
They said good. They said you good, bro.
And I sound like Brian Gumble right now, and Satya. I see my name. Satya.
SATYA.
Guarantees. PlayStation.
Let me shout out some more people in the chat. So we got let me see here. We got Spencer Briggs, Jordan Scott, Ben. Come on, man. Ben Dover Muffin. Come on, man.
Whoa.
Bijan Sadagi.
Yes. Pause after that one.
Colonius King. What's up, bro?
That's my motherfucking brother. What's up, King?
Yep. I think we got No Russian, but big up to the homie No Russian. The track star, that's a little insider right there. Joker 2K999. Homie Heath Stevens, SS9. Of course, we got SS9.
Lionel Bulger, what's again here? Pause. I'm putting Lionel much more dude, man.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy, right? I done burped so many goddamn careers. I had to pull teeth to get this little raggedy ass on Twitter. Man, see, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing on Twitter, man. I barely got a Facebook account. You can't stop that motherfucker from talking on Twitter. Word up, man. You can't stop his ass from talking on Twitter now. See, I don't really be on that Twitter shit. Maybe a lot of, man, I just do this for fun when I'm at work to pass the time, but that Twitter shit, man. Man, that motherfucker be
all my peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Yeah, motherfuckers, that niggas be up there throughout all week talking shit and all types of shit, man. So that's the line on, man. Who else like Jay? We got Neff ain't here. Neff still alone, motherfucker. Let me get Colin Murray already in, fuck.
Jersey Ghost, Spider Silver, I think we get Dude Botch, Triple J, Baby D61392, Twisted Sin, and I think we got Vedra 2, Clarissa 35F.
Shout out to her. Hold on, I just now like I said, but like I said, most what's going on, which I know, J Dubs, I know you've been in the PlayStation quote unquote beta, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about the Ghost Recon?
Oh man, I'm enjoying it. Me and Noah, we were on it pretty much all weekend.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
If you enjoy Wildlands, man, they just add so much more to this game here, and it's really a game that you want to play with your friends, and you can go in stealth. You gotta realize, man, them ghosts, them the alternate, uh,
The
basically the bad guys,
enemy AI, the
man,
multiple sword.
they're out to kill, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
They out there with malicious content.
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
they'll talk, and the AI is really good in there. So they're getting together. It's a day one buy for me. I really enjoy Wildlands back then, and this one just adds so much more content. And now you have the camaraderie of three of your other friend, four of your other friends or whatever. Y'all get
Mm-hmm.
together and strategize. But man, it's so much. I enjoyed it.
That comes out this holiday season, right?
Yeah, it comes out in
October.
October, I believe.
And it's going to be a day one release on guess what?
Epic.
Google Stadia, or
Oh.
with Uplay Plus. You got to have Uplay Plus though, but it's going to be a day one release on Uplay Plus, and you'll be able to stream it via Google Stadia.
But here's a question. I wonder if Uplay Plus is coming to the consoles.
No, it's not. It's a direct competitor. I mean, let's think about it. And let's be honest, y'all. I mean, we ain't got to deal with the damage control here that we do in other places. But we got to be honest, y'all. Uplay Plus at launch will destroy Game Pass. It destroys it.
Okay.
So Phil and Satya is not going. Their job is to make money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see Sony as a competitor, but they definitely see anybody that partners with Google as a competitor, and they're in no way, shape, or form they're going to put Uplay Plus on Xbox, just like they wouldn't put EA Origins Premier on because it's a direct competitor to Game Pass.
Oh, you talking about the Oh yeah, but like I said, we're coming to the other guy. Here's a question. Like I said again, I know Sony just got, what do you call it? EA Access, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like the pros and the cons from different people in the chat that are pro EA Access, or they don't care if it's not worth it to them. But EA Access has a lot of goddamn games in there over the years. For those that are like to get the games early, you get to get it early. You know what I mean? And if you decide to, I think it was at $5 a month or 30 for the year, and you don't play, so you don't pay, how you say, full price for the game.
Yeah, you don't play full retail. Yep.
You don't play full retail for the games. You know what I mean? So if a game was 65 new, would you get it for 55 or something, or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get like a 15%. Yeah, yep.
Or whatever the case may be. But what I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I have it, but my question is, will I have to pay for the service twice? Because I ain't, I ain't trying to, because they was like, Z, they was like, Z, just get EA Access, and I was talking about getting, what do you call the goddamn game, Battlefield, right? And we'll just get EA Access on the PlayStation, but do I have to sign up for it 2 times, or can I just log into my?
Don't work like that, bro. This is EA we talking about now. Activision may be the worst, but EA.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So every platform that EA Access or Origin or whatever they want to call it is on is a different, for lack of a better term, a different SKU. You know what I'm saying? So for PC, it's a different, subscription service. The version for PlayStation is a different subscription service, and the same for the Xbox version. So
yeah, that's you know what I mean. Hello,
Craig, the tech guy with the $2 said, listening to these black dudes.
Craig, what's good?
What up, Craig?
What's up, Craig? You can hop in here too, Craig, if you want.
Come on, Craig. Yeah,
we would like to hop in here. But like I said, but even when, like I said, on PC it's called what do you call it? EA Origins or something?
Yeah, it's called EA Access Premier.
I would love that. What was it?
Now check this out, Z.
Yeah.
So I got it on the PC.
Okay.
And I think I paid $100 for it.
For the year.
Man, it is so worth it because they have so many games. I'm talking about the old stuff, the new stuff, the middle tier stuff, the AAA stuff. I've been playing Madden now for about a week on that EA Origin Access, and since you got it automatically upgrades everything to the ultimate, so you get the best, all the DLC, you get everything, any and everything. So man, that's access to hundreds and hundreds of games right there, and we're talking about Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. We're talking about Battlefield 4, 3, and just any and everything in EA's catalog you have right there. So that's worth it, right? Versus the handful of games that EA Access has on the console. It's a huge difference.
Okay.
It is a huge
Now
difference.
here's the thing. Right now, that's something. I know that me and you and Trey like been talking this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Again about Game Pass being for $1 or whatever the case, and I hear a lot of people now on Twitter, right, saying this will be the first Gears of War I don't buy because I'm getting it for.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I like Gears or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
and then I know you took the stance. What I mean, if Microsoft wants to turn things around more or less, they could get rid of Game Pass. And I remember like what I mean, just not going back and forth. We was talking about, it, and I'm saying like, bro, that's not really the issue. To me, in hindsight, because it's the games that they're making or they've been putting out. As they have been. Well, you got the boss from
Yeah.
himself saying our shit's been ass, right? You know what I mean? And the reason why I brought this because I didn't know you had EA Origins Premier, whatever the hell you call it, right? Which gives you access to the actual goddamn game or whatever the case may be, right? For $15 a month. Now EA Access console lets you try it for 10 hours. If you don't like it, you can just play the whole game for 10 hours, 10 whatever many hours. If you don't like it or whatever the fuck the case may be, you go and buy. If you don't, fine, fuck, I ain't going back playing that shit. But I was telling you, like, and like I said, I was talking. It was one of the shows that.
Oh man, the chat is saying that your mic is trash again. It's just messed up again.
Damn,
you know what?
bro.
I know what. This is what I gotta do. I know exactly what I gotta do. Watch this shit. Watch this shit right here. Hold up.
You might have to unplug your mic and plug it back in.
Take that grilled cheese sandwich off your hard drive.
How does it sound now?
Hey, keep talking. Hey guys, tell them how it is.
Yeah, how it sound? Let me
They said
He said that's better. That's better.
It's I don't, bro. I think it's something with the camera, because I think the camera. I'm gonna leave the camera off. It's picking up my audio too. That's something I gotta disconnect. I'll do it after the show. I'll figure it out. But anyway, as I was saying, right? When me and Paul Rock was one of the shows that we were doing, and was talking about Spider-Man broke all types of records. Shout out to Dirt for that foolish bet he made. And I told him that Spider-Man was gonna be the some dumb boy. Was gonna do what it did, right? And I was basically telling Paul Rock more or less that even if say Spider-Man went day and date there, it still would do what it do because again, I was just talking to somebody from EA, right? And I always say you guys would be surprised if you watch this show. Like even with them having services or whatever the case, you're still gonna have Madden. It's still gonna top 10 next month, and it's not hurting them financially because if it was or whatever the case may be, EA wouldn't have looked to put the services on more platforms. You know what I mean? They're actually making way more money. And again, I don't care about anyone's money, but at Microsoft side of things, like see, first change things around for them, it's just the quality. Basically, I'm trying to say again, start talking about what show we're still filling up. Is the quality of the games that they're putting out? They just have not been good. They haven't been compared to competition. Whether they have Game Pass, it's always about the games, right? We can laugh about the power, this, that, and the other. Yes, and Microsoft get teased for 1080p and all that other weird shit. Absolutely, right? But it's always about the goddamn games, you know what I mean? And their games, their exclusive ops content. This is what I'm talking about is tricky, right? And if I want to shoot from the hip right now. When I say that it's tricky, and motherfuckers get to looking spooky, right? I remember when it was Andrew House came out and said that Sony's first party offering was sparse. That was Andrew House, right? Wait, hold on. Am I back in? Wait, hold on. Am I back in it? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Well, I'm not in there. Shit. I'm sorry.
Spend the money for. They don't.
Wait, hold on. I'm back in it now. I'm sorry. I'm back.
All right, you back in.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is what I was saying. I'm sorry. They hurt me. And I was telling you, I'm sorry, guys, if I'm repeating myself. I forgot I wasn't in the room, right? When we was talking back and forth, you said, what can Microsoft do to change things around? You were saying that, they're not going to give us no good game. Whatever for the dollar, whatever the case may be. Because before, here's the thing, Jay. Before Game Pass came out, they had stopped putting out games. So again, and it's like I said, being for real, it's kind of frowned upon or looked at it kind of because they type the games that they have been releasing, right? Now again, and like I said, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself and they heard me, but I don't know if they heard me because I forgot I wasn't in the room.
No, I think they did.
like with J Dubs, I'm sorry, with Porter Rock, he was saying about about Spider-Man and the records that they bought and what they did those type of numbers if it was in the service or whatever. It's still going to sell. You know what I mean? Still, and again, I was talking to like I said, somebody from EA, one of the I'm gonna say the hit up, one of the guys that's pretty up in their offices, right? While I was doing the show, right? And he said, shit, basically, like we're making more money, and then we hand over fists because if they weren't, they have since gone on to expand to put their services on more platforms, and you're still going to see Madden, quote unquote, on the MPD. I think a lot of gamers or consoles get caught up in the time or the moment of these plaques. Saying, hey, I'll give you an example. I guarantee Sony would, say if their game didn't come in, stop being the top 20, top 10 NPD, maybe it came in 15, right? Whatever game, right? But they're making twice as much money. It's always about the money. Like, to get the stuff that the console guys go back and forth with. Don't get me wrong, it's fun for shits and giggles that we come out and we argue about, whatever the case may be, right? But like I said, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's always about the fucking game. Now, Microsoft, again, this situation, before EA actually, it's easy to sit back and put the dunce hats on these motherfuckers. They about to get this work this show, right? And no one might taking up for them. But they've been stopped putting out games. And producing, I mean? It just looks shitty because the type of games that they've been releasing, right? Now, remove me from the equation. Forget what I've been saying, right? This one, this shit's spooky, right? Because I remember, I believe the guy's name was Andrew House, right? If I'm not from Sony, who came out and once said that Sony's shit was sparse. Your shit so far from up the party, shit, he's improving the shit, Bus Brown said, right? They shit was sparse. But you had, when Sony guys come up and defend it, this is what he meant, right? And it reminds, like I said before, a motherfucker reading the Bible, right? Like we got much of God bless us. I ain't gonna talk Parker up. Parker's still out there bitch trying to find the star. Star's gonna find it over. Like everybody, like he's a motherfucker. And again, I'm saying you gotta start taking these the exact word. Now you heard what Phil came out and said, and we're gonna get into that. But again, I done heard so many different explanations on Twitter of what Phil really meant. Or he didn't really mean that. This is what he's trying to say. And that's when I'm looking at this motherfucker like, yo, you remember we was teasing the Sony guy shit about this part shit? Do you remember that? Like, this shit is weird, bro. Now, again, you didn't, bro, I'm going to try not to be messy. But, once the Henny in the system, ain't no telling well, I diss him. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know what I mean? You got God bless K, make a 4 pound soul. This motherfucker, this motherfucker from Oklahoma, right? Slow ass. Bama ass. He took the audacity. It took him about 2.5 hours to send this from this long goddamn keyboard. If you want to be technical, Microsoft been screamed motherfucking checkmate. They got 90% of the market because they got there's Windows PCs in every home. Like, brother, what the fuck is we talking about, bro? Like this shit is crazy. So this motherfucker out there counting E-machines. Somebody got me in the back. I don't know who I'm coming through. Somebody shit. I hear myself. Turn the show down. Hello? Alright, explain the show. But you know what I mean? Like this, I hear myself again. Like, they ain't me playing in the background because I got my shit muted. Make sure they ain't me.
Yeah, it might be you, bro.
No, hello? Hello? Where the fuck am I coming through then? I can't be coming through anywhere because I got the show muted. I don't hear it no more now. Shout out to the Ruham. Hello.
What the $10 says. What's good, Z? What did I miss?
You about to, hey, Ruham, sit your black ass down. You about to, what that mean? Wait, why am I coming through? Why do I hear myself twice?
Bro, like, I don't know. What you set up different?
I hear, wait, hello? Mm-hmm. I hear myself twice. Hold on, bro.
I can hear it a little bit too. It might be is your mic and your headset close to each other?
Wait, hold on, bro.
It could be the feedback coming out of your headset into your mic and you're hearing that.
It's like what's different now than what was earlier.
Watch this video capture device. Oh, this is what it is. Let me do this right here. Come on. Hello. Okay, there we go.
All right, there we go.
All right, now video capture the. No, hold on. I heard it again. Like, what the fuck? Now here's my microphone, my headphones. I don't know what the fuck.
Is that you, Dub?
No, it ain't me.
Somebody
matter of fact, I'm going to mute myself.
It might be Noah. I don't know what the fuck going
on. Noah muted too.
I don't know. Who sent you?
Hey, Most, mute yourself too. We all going to mute ourselves. And then Z do it.
All right. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the walls and in the back of my mind and hear your grandmother call. I didn't hear it. So yeah, it ain't me. I didn't hear it.
Test and test. Okay, say it again.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I just scratch my balls, pause. I don't hear it no more.
All right, now, Most.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now go ahead one more time, Z, because Most just unmuted.
Oh, rapper can rap quite like that. I hear
Yeah,
it.
it must be me.
Yeah, that's
I
Most.
know you little jelly bean head ass motherfucker.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
man.
okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Matt, what? Yeah,
You might
I'm
got.
telling you to check your feedback. Here, it's mine.
Yeah, I know what it mean. I ain't got anything.
Do as I say, not as I do,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
fuck like I know it ain't me now. But anyway,
Yeah, we
but
good.
no, I hear it again. Oh, nope.
Oh yeah. Hello.
Oh shit!
Who that?
Can you
Post up.
guys hear me?
That's post
Okay,
up.
okay. But anyway, as I was saying, right? So now I still hear myself.
Hold on, man.
Hey, Moss, hop out right quick.
Post up with the most up, man. You ready for your lumps today?
Wait, hey, Moss.
Yeah, let me hop out.
Yeah, hop out. Yeah.
I ain't catching no lumps, player. You guys out here
Hey,
turning common
hello.
sense into bait in
Nah,
the Xbox community that's
Hey,
falling forward.
hey, this is not the podcast for that, sir.
No.
Hello.
Xbox community falling forward. Let's go.
Wait, hold on 1 second,
Hey, Z,
man.
you still here?
Yeah, let me make sure I'm muted over here.
Yeah,
My
cause
shit ain't even playing over here. Look,
yeah, I always mute my
mute
my
the
YouTube
show.
stream.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck going on. Hello. Yeah, I hear. I don't know why I hear
you
it.
still hear it? Most is not even in here.
Hold on, brother.
All
Hold
right,
on.
what
You
about now?
guys know
All
Z
right,
is
Most.
technically inclined.
It
Hold
was happening when you was out of here, Most.
Oh, for
So
real?
some was some on Z's too.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
We're still looking for a technical
You know
assistant
he
for
changed
Z.
headphones every goddamn day.
Exactly, man.
If any technical assistants out there, we're looking for somebody to hire for Z.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Because, you know,
Disclaimer: you can't have no affiliation to D Batch. We
all right,
will
hold on
be
1 second.
screening
Let
all
me let me
applications to
Hey,
take.
make sure.
I told him not to buy those headphones from D Batch.
Yeah.
D promised him that those world renowned headphones.
Hold on.
Five easy payments of $59.99.
Look at the chat welcoming me back with all the disrespect.
I switched headphones, but I don't.
Okay.
All
Hello.
right.
I don't hear it, but whatever the case.
Oh,
But anyway,
yeah.
so
It must have been
we
headphones.
got a few bills in there. Can you get these bills right quick for me?
Yeah. We'll get the bills. Let's see what we got here. Through him, we already got him
Yeah.
with the $9.
Bougie Ram.
McNeil Chris J said FC Solid sabotage your PC. Laughing my ass off. Hey, we ain't heard from FC Solid, man.
He out there battling.
He
What's
live,
that?
man.
Yeah, he out there caping. He got
Okay.
his post up / Satya Nadella cape on.
Yeah, but as I was saying though, right? So now you got jokers, Miller's saying what Phil meant, or this is what he means, or what I mean. That's what I'm saying. The shit get a little spooky, like what I mean. At the end of the day, like even down to the Halo interview, with Matt Booty saying they got a great relationship with such and such, and if there's enough, it's up to Sony. Like what I mean. We have to start taking these guys at their
Word.
word, and what I mean, and what they're saying. We don't really good for saying, no, this is what he meant. He ain't really meant this is what he mean. And that in itself, like I said, it gets a little, how you say, gets a little more fucking spooky, right? But like I said, even like I said, down to the games, right? Now when Phil, we got this interview, we're gonna bring it up, right? Phil basically comes out and says that our shit been so far from the part, and our shit needs improving, right? Out of his own mouth. Like, me becomes unhinged during the interview. We're going to get the bullet points up. But Moss, talk to me. What the hell was going on? Like I said, I missed a lot. I mean, I was probably in the stupid. I was playing a lot of goddamn Battlefield Gears. What happened during this interview?
Well, I mean, basically, here's what happened, man. Phil came out here for the 11th, 1000th time and said, "Oh, guys, we got to do better. Our double A, or I mean, our content ain't good, or first party content ain't good." The problem with that is, as J Dubs, as Uzi, as we've pointed out to where he said this multiple times. He says it every year, and this time get better, right? We're going to do you a better showing. So he does it again in this interview. The problem is the guy that's interviewing ain't going for that cap and shit. he hits Phil hard.
Shit. He wasn't trying to hit none of that PR shit.
He wasn't trying exactly. Post. He wasn't trying to hear none of that, and he was hitting Phil from the beginning. So they were talking about, hey, Stadia put something out in regards to their product. You've been talking about this longer than they've been talking about their product. Where is your product? Why can't you slap a bait on that? Where he says the infamous, would you ship that? You know what I'm saying? And then I think more particularly, Z, the thing that was the most troubling and the most disgusting to me, I'm gonna get all Hamlet on you. The most disgusting and revile thing that he said to me was that he was asked by this guy, don't you think that in order to increase your quality, that you got to focus more on inherent competition, meaning you looking at your competitors out there and you trying to outdo them in the product? His response was, well, I ain't got to, that same old typical, I ain't got to drive them into the ground in order to do better. And the guy's like, no. I'm not talking about that. It's just that doesn't you looking at what they're doing, you trying to top them and vice versa, don't that make y'all better with y'all both still existing? And he goes on this tangent that Microsoft's competition is all about dollars and attention. That's what they care about. And it ain't about outdoing the competitor for quality. It's working with the competitor to see what they're doing and maybe implementing it in what they do. So all of y'all that sit there and talk about it's coming down the pike, wait till next E3, wait till Comic-Con, wait till all this shit. Phil is not worried about giving y'all that type of quality that you're looking for.
Exactly. And I want to add to that. Let me add to that, Most. He made sure every chance he got, he made sure that he said that basically we don't have to beat down our competition. We don't have to beat them. And he has this mindset where he always says this, well, we're trying to grow gaming. We're trying to grow gaming. But the only people seem to be growing gaming is Nintendo and Sony by giving people new experiences, right? You got VR on both of those platforms. You have the mobility. You have the exclusive games. You have the third-party marketing deals. You have the themed consoles for both of them. You have them doing any and everything for the gamer. And yet, Uncle Phil over here seems to think that you really don't have to do much. They're focusing on shit that makes them money that really has nothing to do with gaming, but that's focusing on growing gaming. And again, they're focusing on gaming that's not in our gaming community. It's for other people gaming community.
Before Post Up go into his talking points from Phil, let me just say this. This is an exact excerpt from the interview. Phil, when responding to the interviewer says, let's flip it and say regarding competition, do you think greatness comes out of inherent competition? Phil responds, the competition is for gamers' attention and obviously dollars. That is the real competition. Doing things that gamers love as a community. Meaning he references Fortnite being born out of no platform competition. He finishes off by saying competition is more of inspiration.
I wanted to say shout out to the interview because during the interview he didn't have his friendly look on his face. He was just wanted to get straight to the point.
He wasn't trying to have that. He wasn't trying to have that bullshit from Phil.
He wasn't eating that turkey sandwich.
It was like, we're gonna cut this bullshit out. You gonna give me straight answers. Hey, I was looking at the interview like, damn, this nigga ain't playing.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Post Up. He ran into
Phil shook through the whole.
He did.
If you look at it, Phil shook.
Phil was not expecting that. Phil was used to these guys that's going to throw softballs.
Exactly.
This guy had a rebuttal for every goddamn reply Phil Spencer had.
Questions. He asked all the right questions. And he went in depth to like, okay, just don't give me that PR bullshit. I want you to elaborate on it.
Exactly.
Okay, and so that competition part that Moss is speaking, that really disappointed me. Okay, it was like the interviewer said, okay, we understand, you don't have to beat down the competition in order to be number one. Okay, we get that. But what about being competitive in general?
Yes.
Not about just beating down Sony. What about you being competitive in general compared to what Sony is doing currently? That's the answer he was trying to get out of Phil. Phil never gave it. Phil kept saying.
Phil spend it into that.
Yeah.
Well,
you sent me that video because I'm gonna share it on the screen.
Yeah, I sent it to you in the DM.
Yeah, Phil was with
saying,
that.
well, I don't want
Phil kept saying over and over. Phil, his answer to answers that he didn't want to answer was, "We're trying to grow gaming, and we don't look at others as our competitors. We're in this.
What are you doing to be competitive, though?
Exactly. Hey, post up the guy.
In the DMs, I say, man, I do not like the direction that this man is
Listen,
going in now. After
this
that interview,
wait. Let me say this real quick. This is what let me know that this guy was an actual gamer. He said, "What about ever since gaming has started, has been going on?
Yeah,
you've always had competition between
facts.
Yes. He brought that up. The mere fact how we look at it, we've always had a Nintendo versus a Sony versus a Sega. We've always had that. So what about that? We've always did that. And Phil, he fumbled, he smiled, he laughed.
No, he spoke in terms of the gamer.
Yes.
Growing up in terms of being competitiveness always been there, regardless if you're tearing somebody down or bidding, regardless of all that, the competitiveness of gamers in terms of their preferred platform has always been there since the beginning.
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Oscar Gonzalez. He just sent me $20 via the Cash App. I appreciate it.
Big up to Oscar.
Shout out. The competitive has always been there since the beginning, and it's not going nowhere. And he was pretty much saying, all right, okay, we get you don't have to tear down, but what about being competitive in terms of content? He even went into about first party content on your server, exclusivity. He even went into that about, how you're going to get people to your service if you don't have these big exclusives.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And Phil was just beating around the bush, and I'm watching the interview hoping that he's just gonna say, okay, fuck it, let me just answer the question. And he never answered the question. I'm not finna invest in uncertainty. Fuck that.
Yeah. And let me just say this real quick, and I'm sorry, Manhattan. It sounds like to me that Satya approached Phil and said, look, I want cloud integration. And Phil took that as in, oh my goodness, we got to get rid of all these toxic fanboys and all this other stuff because they'll never go for this. So he's trying to pivot hard from the hardcore brass, right? Yeah, and beyond having this coffee shop style of gaming, having this quote unquote diverse community, they don't have a serious content strategy besides games they think are portable to phones and tablets. It doesn't sound like they have anything concrete beyond that.
Hey, somebody get SS9 for me right quick.
All right, SS9 Vegeta with the $2. Phil said the best we've given y'all is the Bambi game. Damn.
Yeah, he was. The interview. It's a long interview, but it's
about 40 minutes.
It is worth a watch. Even if you can just listen to it while doing something else.
No, but Moss got the bulletin points for me, what I mean. Yeah. But here's the thing, though. And again, shout out to Post. Oh, do respect? I have no respect, right? Maybe it was maybe it was the fluoride in the water down here. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
Maybe the fact that I live in Jersey, and said that Jersey stinks of the swamp monster, right?
Do I get another L?
No, but I've been saying now some of those are still waking up, but you got motherfuckers like K Maker down here in West Oklahoma, some goddamn ways. Well, Microsoft technically got 90% of the installed base. This nigga counting fax machine, anything with a Windows logo on it, like, you know what I mean. And then, but this, and again, like when this motherfucker, let me tell you some real talk, right? I remember, it was one of those BGSTs we did, right? And I remember you got motherfucking Bond with his long face ass. The mascot for Asperger. Shout out to him, piss ball, mothballs and piss, right? Phil Spencer despised you. Got someone he's not a fan of the council or this, that, and the other. And listen, bro, and I'm just being honest, right? I'm not talking about the weird shit. God bless TV was so pissing on shit and sending it into the execs. There will always, hear me out, be a council war, right? Whatever. That's just the nature of a man. Or what? If you think that I'm bullshit, remove console. For those of you, some of you gamers are just so wholly out and thou. Because if you're gonna say you don't have a preference or you don't prefer one or the other, even if you're a parent, I'm gonna be honest, you may have your favorite child that you prefer over the other. It is what it fucking is, right? But you got some gamers like, this is just silly and this, that, and the other, right? Fine, right? But It's sell when you got motherfuckers out there. I forgot what's my man name. Keep it Xbox. My man's be out there with the glasses on. Microsoft says you got motherfuckers again talking about your product and advertising for free. You know how many times, and I gotta repent for my sins. That's why I'm all fucked up now. Motherfuckers came to you, next even down to Judgment. Shout out to my man, the Chosen One. Since yesterday you playing that motherfucking, I think the Judgment. I had to go get that shit. You know what I mean? It's free advertisement. You know what I mean? At the end, I'm not talking about the weird extra shit. I'm talking about, yo, Z, thanks to you, I got me an Xbox. So, you know what I mean? It's just, and again, to say that there will be no, console, well, you think I'm lying. Every community that's on YouTube right now, there's a quote-unquote war. Look at the conscious community. They banging on, what the Muslim versus, the Hebrew Israelite. The Samsung versus goddamn LG. Or Sony versus LG. Who has the best OLED? That's just the nature. BMW versus goddamn Mercedes. Every goddamn thing. You know what I mean? And they say, quote, want to validate their purchase. But for those that are going to keep it real, I've been saying that Phil is not the one. And again, the way, or he's trying to, quote unquote, steer this company or steer this direction. Like, you see the background. Fuck, he about to go up under this bus right quick. Hold up. Somebody sent something I had ringing in my ear. And I'm gonna play the video.
And Caster with the $10 says Satya Nadella, Sony is driver, Xbox passenger. In the word, Sony is platform holder, Microsoft is third party developer. The screams third party getting louder.
Okay, you got this motherfucker in the back. If you know this here, this is the Mr. Janky the promoter himself, D Batch, right? Him himself, right? When him try to say the narrative, right? You must give Phil a chance. Come on, he personally saved Xbox. So when motherfuckers say that shit, bro, listen, how you say, man? What this shit, fucking Bush said, you fool me once, can't fool again. What has Phil done for the Xbox?
Yeah.
Besides take the goddamn Kinect out of the box. They tried. Well, Phil had to fix the power of the narrative. No, he did fucking not. That was already in the fucking mix.
Already done.
Yeah, that was already part of that $3 billion.
And next gen, real quick. They can't even say that he saved Xbox. In Satya's book and his latest interviews, in which Phil had to answer to, and he didn't answer to it. You should have seen his facial impressions. That the Minecraft deal wasn't because of Phil. Satya and Nadella had someone call Phil and ask Phil, do you want to buy Minecraft? Game Pass is the brainchild of Satya and Nadella with everything going to cloud. So with that being said, you take that from the list of Phil.
Prepare the bills because I'm going to say something.
We got Ann Castle with the $10. He says,
we got him already. And Guardia Legends with the $2 with the Tony pick.
Garuda.
Oh,
did we get AP the shooter?
No, we didn't get
okay, AP the shooter with the $2. Nail in the coffin. GTA 6 exclusive to PS5 Pro. Fuck niggas.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing, right?
I do.
Pony, what's going on?
I do want to say this.
No, hold on. What's his last name? Post. I'm gonna shut the fuck because I'm gonna play that video, right? So I'm sitting being nice, right? What's the executive that passed away from Nintendo? Iwata, whatever. I said, God forbid if Phil was to kick the bucket today, right? And again, he's been the HNIC publicly since 2014.
The head neutered motherfucking charge gun.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to put that up.
So, if God forbid, if he was a croak today, and we're talking about it's about gaming right now, because Phil retweeted you, not because he thumbs up your video or may have said something in the comment section, right? It's always about the games. What has Phil done?
Nope.
Look, listen. I remember I left that goddamn BJST, both eyes shut, Mick, just cut me, Mick. I couldn't see. They beat the fuck out my legs. Everybody beat the fuck out my motherfucker. Motherfucking Xbox just got about 4 teeth full. He can barely motherfucking talk. They jumped the shit out of me. When Phil got his promotion, the vice president of gaming, I said, I don't think that's going to be the right answer. I still don't believe Phil's the guy. They just going by Phil's the next guy. And again, everything I don't like about this platform, I'm going to say it again, has come under who? Phil. Now we go get the blame. Well, see, they come. You know how crazy that shit felt. And when I heard they talking about somebody cut the goddamn funds, you have one of the world's most wealthiest goddamn companies. How could they be the fucking hobo of gaming? Think of what we're saying here, right? Just think about what we're saying. And again, to put this in perspective here, you got one company. You know how this shit was. They lost their champ. They got lost their chief of CFO, the French guy, because he wanted the Sony split up into things that were profitable. Which, like I said, the place and everything else, and Sony wanted to keep everything together, right? You're talking about someone's credit line, was the government of Japan gets behind these companies. They weren't even back, so they think they picked not Philips. Who the fuck they picked over them? Panasonic over Sony. They shit was ready to junk, right?
Yeah.
And again, to release this thing where they released a reversion of the PS4, which saved them some money, removed the audio port, but you had the Slim, the Pro, VR, right? All in 1 year, and still doing third-party deals while they didn't have any exclusives, getting themed consoles, that and the other.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So when you say that they have no money, that's the craziest shit. Why? Let's talk about that. Why they're not making money or whatever? Because they're not releasing any fucking games.
Z, check this shit out, right? These are the same motherfuckers that will argue down and be like, Microsoft has trillions of fucking dollars. And then when you talk about the games, oh, they didn't have no fucking funding.
Exactly.
As soon as you say, "Wait, this game,"
Facts, man. Facts.
They cut their fucking funding. They was low on budget. You're talking about $1 trillion fucking company you like to brag about, but you're gonna tell me they cut the what funding? What do you
say? Hold on. That's what common sense got to come in. Fuck, nigga. Okay, I want to just say two things. Okay. One, in terms of the Minecraft deal, the old regime blocked it. It didn't want to do it.
They did. Yeah,
he tried to get it done with the old regime, and then when Satya came in. He called Phil and said, "Hey, do you he brought it back up," and then they went out and did it.
But that was Satya. If Donnie D was there, he would be calling Donnie D and say, "Hey, you know."
Yeah, right. So in terms of what this fuck nigga from Zimbabwe just said, yes, you can be a look. Yes, you can be $1 trillion company. That don't mean that depending on who your overseer is, will depend on what type of. Hold on, I'm just saying.
Terry Myerson alert.
This is business. If I'm working for J Dub, you know what I'm saying, and he's the head of the company, I got to get permission from J Dub before I can spend anything.
Okay.
If J Dub don't give me that permission or give me some type of budget, then I'm restrained.
It's time. Fuck the biggest knife. Let's get the hatchet out and cut this bullshit out.
What did he say? Hold on. Wait a minute, man.
Hold on, man. No. Post up. Okay, let's play devil's advocate. The whole Terry Myerson thing is a farce. I've been over that 1,000, but we're gonna play devil's advocate and we're gonna say that's the case. Okay, let's just say if Terry Myerson was evil with the pitchfork and he was like, no, Phil, you can't spend any money.
It wasn't only him. It was board members and investors that didn't want Xbox.
They said this is what he's saying. This is what you're saying, that you have a gaming division, a gaming sector, right? Yep. But to make games, they're going to take to the whole board. This is evil. Fucking, they was trying to run a coup.
No, I ain't saying the whole board, though.
You know what I mean? And he said, you know what? We're not going to give you money to make games.
Already has its own money. Also, we're not
going to give you money. We're not going to give you any money to make games, even though this is a gaming.
One AAA game could have come from that shit.
Okay.
Wait. Somebody pay the bills right quick. Somebody get ahead of me. Somebody get the bills right quick.
I got a question, but
before you ask me,
I'll get it. Shout out to Vedra with the 50 Seek. He said, Phil Spencer makes me depressed. Phil Spencer has dropped the ball since 2016 to this day. Now this fuck nigga want to play hockey against Google Stadia. What the fuck?
So I just want to respond to that with this. Okay, so let's just say let's play devil's advocate, because everybody that goes with this Terry Myerson was the devil thing says that what happened was Phil was given a choice. You either go with more content or you go with the more powerful console to fight the quote-unquote power narrative. Okay, so this is where Phil has to be decided on his decision-making. Phil decides to go with the more powerful console for funding, right? And under that logic, he promotes the Xbox One S, even though the Xbox One X needed to be done in order to fight the power narrative. With that loopy logic, the Xbox One family has not won an NPD since then. So if we want to sit there and say, well, Phil was hamstrung beforehand, he wasn't given any money. When he was given a choice and he was given money in your eyes, he did a stupid thing. Why would you sit there and invest money to fight the power narrative, but then you promote the less appealing console.
Nobody give a fuck about anything you just said.
You're right.
Post stuff is back on the motherfucking show.
Let's hear it.
Look, let me tell you something, man. You guys come up with 1,000 reasons why funding should have been there, but I never hear any one of you explained why the game suddenly stopped being created. Z know this. Me and Z was in a back channel or whatever you want to call it, having a conversation with a particular person, and they broke down everything. And that's how we knew that Scalebound wasn't the only game that got canceled, that it was a whole lot of games. No. Why did these games, not just Scalebound, we know we went on with Scalebound. Why did all of the other games, all of the other unannounced games get canceled? Just stop. Why did games stop being made and being created? And the games that came out they was already funded. The money had already went through. I need somebody to tell me what happened. If it's $1 trillion company and they should be giving money to the game division, I need you all to explain me why this shit happened why the game stopped coming out.
We're playing devil's advocate. To that point, let's just say he was only given money to do one or the other. So he picks other, but he defeats his own purpose by marketing the console that is least appealing. So again, we're talking about the decision making behind Phil Spencer.
Z just told you the funding for the Xbox One X was already at $3 billion. Why the fuck would he need to make a choice?
According to I'm using y'all argument. According to y'all, the funding wasn't there at all. He had to make a choice.
Yeah. Look, I read an article, and Z knew this because Z used to talk about how Microsoft wanted to, move the Xbox division into its own. It was not only some of the board members, it was investors, right? Then you get moved under Terry Myerson, who is a Windows guy who didn't like Xbox or anything like that, right? Yeah. Phil now has to report to him.
But post. At what point?
We know this. I want to say this.
At what point? At what point?
Before you answer the question, let me do this.
Go ahead.
We know this because the difference between Phil being under Terry Myerson and Phil being the executive, we see the difference. Under Terry Myerson, it was no funding. We had 3 years of no shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Him as the executive, he has the check.
We're gonna kill that.
Let you know.
We're gonna kill that bullshit with 2 questions. Number one, who put Phil Spencer under Terry Myerson? Who did that?
Let me see. Who was
Satya Nadella did that. Satya put Phil under knowing Terry Myerson's politics behind all.
When did Satya come in?
Who signed off on Game Pass?
When did Satya come in?
Satya came in at what, 2014?
2014.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're right about that. Okay. But you gotta understand, when Satya came in, he ain't know shit about games.
Satya was on the board. He was trying to get
They hired
shit about games.
They hired Satya Nadella. They hired him.
Satya Nadella
told you him. Satya told you himself that he ain't know shit about gaming. He said this multiple times
but he knew the
in
politics.
the interview. Fuck, nigga.
He was part of the board. He knew the politics.
And we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
At what point do we stop?
You niggas ain't finna scramble my eggs.
No, listen. At what point?
Like button.
Wait, hold on.
Like button.
Wait, hold on.
See, get the salt and pepper because they ain't about to scramble my eggs.
Wait, hold on. The cake backer. He said the lack of funding.
The cake backer said the lack of funding story doesn't matter today because Nadella is pushing Xbox into mobile. 2 million gamers. I know. Yeah. We was just playing devil's advocate.
You're right.
We're killing the story across the board.
I just want to know at what point, right? Does Phil Spencer? Do we get to start blaming Phil Spencer? Because it seems like every year motherfuckers be like, well, everything from 2019 on forward is Phil Spencer, and everything from 2018 on back is somebody else.
Honestly, J-Dub, in terms of, I don't know what's on Phil Spencer and what's off because
Phil Spencer's been with the company. Phil Spencer has been with the company since 1985.
Let me explain this because under Donnie D, they got $1 billion for games, right? And hold on. Let me explain this. Come on now. You ain't finna scramble my eggs. Ain't no omelets today.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull the video up. I'm gonna pull the video up.
All right.
Get the donation to the Ruham.
All right, we got the Ruham with the $5. He said, "Post up. Why after Xbox One X was out, they gave you more controllers than games? Explain that, bro."
So, but wait, I just got back to my seat.
I'm gonna explain.
But what do you?
Wait,
like I said,
Donnie D got $1 billion funding, but what did he do with that though?
No. But this is the question, and again, because everyone says, what give Phil the chance or whatever the case may be when it comes to look at his word. You look at Sony, right? And I just did a video about this. Little shameless plug. I did a video literally about an hour ago about they taking pre-orders for the PlayStation 5 there
they are.
Yeah, in some retail spots, and they're already selling out, whatever.
Yeah, they already sold
But,
out.
okay, but I just did a video about it, right? So anyway, make a long story short, right? You look at Sony and you look at Nintendo, right? Mm-hmm. And they want to stomp out the competition. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck the case. He's saying that we don't have to kill them to main them for us. Is his? Yeah. Listen, this is business. When you start to say that it's unhealthy for us to keep stuff on other platforms, like, but who the fuck are you, bro? The Oracle? Yeah, your only job is to.
He's saying like as if they was killing the competition though. That's how he was coming off. As if, like,
let me get what minute mark you said this?
It's 1948 to 22 minutes.
Let's take it from my perspective. I respect other rappers, but when it comes to getting on the track, I want to body their ass. Fuck friendship. None of that shit. I'm trying to kill you. So I understand what he's saying. This is a business. We understand that this is being this, but when it comes to competitiveness, you have to be competitive. Because Sony, you ain't hearing Sony talk this cool by y'all shit. But they let Microsoft do all it.
Bill just did, right? On that during that interview, he basically waved the fucking white flag, whether niggas want to admit it or not. He waved the fucking white flag.
Listen, hold on. Listen, hold on 1 second. You guys, I don't know for you guys to hear it yourself in the panel. I guess you gotta look at the actual show.
Let us know when you're playing it.
I'm about to play it right now, but I'm gonna get the link up to the free messaging app.
All right, everybody mute their mic until.
But you ain't gotta mute. But if you want to listen to it. But right now, I'm leaving you guys the link again for the free messaging app. If you want to, ask us a question, and then again, I would say, you guys, it's completely free, and you also help support the show. Check this shit out. I'm gonna leave the link right now. Copy. Right, where's the show? Right here, please. Oh no, this is it. Right, let me close you. Get you the fuck out of here.
Shout out to AP the shooter.
Yeah.
He said Donnie D was a decisive nigga. He said Philip is a gone with the wind. He's a whole fuck.
Here go the free.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on the other end of this video.
A message live on air, and I was gonna say it's free. Ain't nobody gonna send you nothing until Zim Black. Ain't nobody sending you nothing, no advertising in email. The advertisers are gonna play on the show. You see in the right hand corner.
I miss all the disrespect from the chat.
But hold on, I'm gonna play it. And I'm gonna play it. But this shit runs deep, right? Because I want to say this before I play the actual video, right? This is the link for the free messaging app, and like I said, it's completely free. They have too much money, right? And I keep going back their money, right? For this bullshit, right? Like, maybe, and I'm gonna say this again, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and play the video. Maybe Sony has always had better talent, right? To me, in my opinion, some of you guys may differ. Like, Sony really they flexed their muscle this generation better than they did, even like with the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2. Sony had great second and third party deals. The multi-plats that you have today were exclusives back then. Giving you a prime example, one of the biggest games that came out since I've been is Grand Theft Auto. By the time the Xbox got the regular Grand Theft Auto, they did a box of Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City bundled together. Sony was getting San Andreas, you know what I mean, and the Xbox can get it to a while later, you know what I mean. So, but even games down to Metal Gear stuff like that, those games were exclusive to PlayStation back then. But now, looking at what Sony has done, again, bro, and Horizon. Whether we can be such a brother Horizon. You know, we got Ghost of Tsushima yet to come out. You know, of course, well, they totally revamped and redid the God of War franchise. It's bigger than it's ever been. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And other shit like, you know what I mean? They totally doubled down on themselves. So again, they just stopped competing and stopped producing games. And you got the boss saying, "Hey, you know what did he say? Yeah, I finessed him. Yeah, fuck shit." But you got, and this is sometimes what makes it bad when we got to get the biggest knife in the door to you Xbox guys. Are you an Xbox guy? When your own boss again say, "Hey nigga, I should have sparse," and you motherfuckers are out there, man, I got, fuck's you talking about? I got 97 hours on Sea of Thieves. While I'm calling you, yeah, I'm talking to you, making calls, your motherfucking phone, maker. You at work back there laying bricks, but on your motherfucking Xbox saying you playing goddamn Sea of Thieves. That's why you hide. We gotta be honest, man. If you want
that on that axe.
yeah, you can say, who that nigga? I called you. Who that nigga on that neck? You back there laying motherfucking bricks. Follow the yellow brick. Ain't, you know, I'm not dogging your profession. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, you look at your motherfucking box and see that you want to see a thieves. Like, that's when you know shit is. But shout out to my man Garuda. God created a man in his image. He created a female. Then man created a kitchen to make females relevant. And Garuda. You lucky Blue ain't here. Blue would curse your ass out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, but hold on. What I'm gonna do right now, right? And again, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna play the video, right? I'm playing it from the 19-minute on, right? It's from the 19
from 1948 to 22 minutes flat.
Okay, hold on. All right.
You could go a little bit further if you want to, but I think that's the bulk.
That's
of it.
going. That's hold
and
on.
then, and then come on with your audio and let us know when it's done.
Hold on, right quick. I'm about to hold on. Where the hell is it here? All right. We gonna in his own. How you say in his own words, after his image, after his likeness. I got it right here. Let me make this big.
Very uncomfortable. He was very uncomfortable in this.
Good for him. This is what we need, right? Now I'm gonna play it right now.
He needed that. Yeah, he needed that.
I'm gonna play it right now. We got here the where's it at? Display capture.
Let me know when you playing it.
Display capture. All right, display capture. Put it about right. I'm about to play it right now. Display capture. Put that up right there. Let me take this video capture. That's me. Put this up right here. Now I'm gonna hit play. And we're going to see what it is. We're going to play. Drop that right there. All right, we're going to hit play. Let me turn everything up. They can hear loud and clear in the audience. Put that on 100. All right, now I'm going to play. This is him in his own words, all right? Because that's again, because remind me these motherfuckers that read. This was what he really meant. This motherfucker saying it out of his own goddamn mouth. Check this shit out.
Do the best job to deliver the right experience to their customers. I understand why it can be shocking.
I can also understand the way that you view it. We have Minecraft, but then it's also like there's also just the public perception that's just been built up by years and years of marketing from the companies, years and years of the way that like as a kid.
We can't hear anything, Z.
In the chat?
Xbox,
Okay.
PlayStation, you know, and there's these.
So the question I'd ask you is, do you think that actually helps grow gaming?
Hold on.
I can hear it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me turn up some more. Let me go hear the sound. Hold on. Let me go hear the sound. Let me turn it up a little bit more because it is kind of low, but I can hear it too, my damn self. Wait, hold on. Actually, let me do this right here. Put my better here.
Yeah, I can hear it loud.
Wait, hold on. Don't say that. Hold on. Hey, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Don't say goddamn thing. Those headphones there are kind of low, but these here are kind of loud. So we can go. All right. All right, let me see.
And if I think about any other form of entertainment, think about bands.
Wait,
It's just been built up by years and years of marketing.
All right, here we go.
Do the best job to deliver the right experience to their customers. I
go.
understand why it can be shocking.
I can also understand the way that you view it. We have Minecraft, but then it's also like there's also just the public perception that's just been built up by years and years of marketing from the companies, years and years of the way that like as a kid you go to this person's house, they got an Xbox, I got a PlayStation, you know, and there's these.
So the question I'd ask you is, do you think that actually helps grow gaming? And if I think about any other form of entertainment, think about bands. Like, do I have to, man, I hope this band has a bad album so that my band, like, it's such the growth in gaming. How are we going to grow gaming? By reaching more players, making games as accessible as
Let's
possible.
flip it and say by competition. Do you think that greatness comes out of inherent competition?
The competition is for gamers' attention and obviously dollars. That is the real competition, is doing things that gamers love as a community. Like, what's the biggest hit in the last couple of years? You'd say Fortnite. Was Fortnite actually born out of any platform competition between two things? No. Like, yes, the fact that there are multiple consoles and we all want to make sure we have a great experience. Yeah, but I look at the iPad, I look at phones, I look at a ton of things to get innovative. Us sit in a Tesla and just look what's going on there and say, okay, how does this impact the stuff that we're trying to do? It is really, though, the customer is the person you're competing for. And you're competing for so many of our hardcore Xbox fans have all of the consoles. So it's not even like one of the other consoles is going to go away. It's, can we put something on our platform that gamers love and they want to spend their time on? So the competition, I'd say it's more inspiration in looking at each other. Gaming is not going to get better if PlayStation's not a brand or Nintendo's not a brand of game. I fundamentally believe that gaming's a better place with known, trusted brands in place that customers love. If
we don't trust you, nigga,
people love go away, it's going to undermine their confidence. It was a few holidays ago where there was DDoS attacking going on, and multiple of us were feeling it. And we got on calls together and said, hey, what are you seeing?
Anti-brand.
And it's us, Sony, Valve, like all of us are talking about it because there's no world where, this is the safe gaming network that's up and this one's not. To a general consumer, is playing games online something that that works? And do you want to go do that? Is it safe and inclusive environment or is it not? And more as we're pushing for cross-play, as we look at things like the inclusivity and toxicity online, we see this as industry things. They're not things that we want to compete with the other platforms. We want to actually be part of. The adaptive controller is something that we built so that any platform can go use that. And I hope they all do, because it's not, you don't want to be more accessible than the other platforms. You want gaming to grow.
Well, I think for sure, and I think no one's disputing that gaming is going to grow. It's just like, where are the gamers going to spend? What platform are they going to be spending their time in?
I would say, what games are they going to spend their time in?
And where are those games going to be? Where is the distribution network that, like, I want to watch Game of Thrones. I'm going to see Game of Thrones. It's going to be on HBO. It's not going to be on Amazon Prime. It's not going to be on Netflix. It's solidly.
This guy's a savage.
The difference between games and video is that, and Game of Thrones is a good example, because Game of Thrones is now done.
Yes.
Minecraft's 10 years old, and it's as big now as it's ever been.
What?
So where are people going to play Minecraft tomorrow? On the device that gets invented tomorrow that gets to scale. And are the games that you love going to want to be on the devices that you're engaged with? Absolutely. That's just the nature of the content that gets built. So I think what we ask ourselves is, what games are people playing today, and where do they want to go play those games?
He keeps
I love the fact that people want to go play those games on consoles,
Fortnite.
but I also know that people want to engage with their friends and community across so many different devices.
I mean, what's so fascinating to me, because the idea of hardware is sort of being destroyed with
they playing PlayStation games.
But then the idea of the software platforms, to me, becomes very important.
This is why we focus on
because
what
you
cloud
could
can
say,
mean.
Yeah, and we could say Minecraft.
At this point, they're just talking about the hardware now, so you can.
I bet a lot of people want to sign
Yeah, but
up.
see, now listen. Now, I'm being a consumer, right?
Yeah.
Let me get this off the screen, right? I'm sick to my goddamn stomach. I mean, what is shit?
Yeah, exactly, bruh.
Hey, that's bad, man. He basically said he didn't want it to be about brands. Everything is like he wants to get rid of separate gaming and everybody just getting one big fucking jumbo bed.
It's not going there though, and it's the part of the interview that I hated, because the interviewer was on his shit and he like, you keep trying to drive me over here. Look, let me explain it to you. Let me break it down.
Yeah.
You see Game of Thrones? I can only get that on HBO because
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And he was saying, okay.
He tried to ask him about exclusives and how he feels. If he didn't want to ask it.
What is Microsoft doing in terms of driving it to them? Because at the point, it is going to become about software platform, and it is going to be who's going to have exclusive content because that's where the players is going to. All that lucky go Hanakanunu, he talk, that shit ain't gonna matter. And Minecraft is not a good example, and Fortnite is not a good example because those games. Fortnite was made by a third party. It ain't even first. I can see if that game was first party. It was nobody using it.
And listen, I still don't understand why they using Minecraft. It's not like they built Minecraft. They bought the fucking company after Minecraft was already out,
and it was already multi-plat.
Yeah. So
here's the bigger problem. I think is that when confronted with the question, what are you going to do about the special type of content? If you listen closely to what he said most of our gamers have multiple consoles anyway.
Exactly. They playing on PlayStation anyway.
Connect that back to the DICE speech.
Hold on. Shout out to Alex Gonzalez, who just sent me $40 via the Cash App.
Oh, damn. What's up? That big up.
Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Good brother. He just sent me $40.
Big up.
He was a hypocrite in that interview, too. Because you say all that shit, and then you go out and say, we got to be the most. You know what I'm saying?
Or hey, we gotta pay the bill. Hey, Garuda, don't start your shit. Hey, we got AP the shooter with the $2. He said Xbox True Nature online only. Fuck the hardcore. Then we got Garuda Legends with the $10. He's starting this shit already. He said we have The Last of Us 2. I won't get it because of the sodomite agenda. But ponies, even diseases, homos have a game.
Hey, bro, you connect what Phil said right there in that interview to the DICE thing, where he was plotting PlayStation games more than he was his own games. And basically, and then now you got Satya Nadella saying, we're going to go to the ends of the earth to make sure Sony is great. They are basically telling us, in the light of us crying for
that's common sense right there.
Well, hold on, but if you put it all together, in the light of us saying we want AAA content, they're basically saying we got a console for you. It's the PlayStation 5. And we're willing to promote that because we're going to make money off of that too. You're not getting that shit here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, from a cloud perspective, right? Because that partnership is, like I said, it's more than just gaming. Even though Porter Rock L on Twitter, which didn't go very well. Because I was still right. Sony came to Microsoft. Hey, we need this. If a customer come to you, of course you're going to do your best for that customer because you want that customer to thrive and you want that customer to continue to be a part of your ecosystem. So he has to talk well about his cause he finna get up there and say, we're gonna go around. We're gonna do what we can for something. No, he gonna tell Sony we're gonna make sure they
I know, but it's just
in our cloud ecosystem.
But when you put everything together collectively, like that.
Wait, who Mike is that?
Who just jumped in here?
I think that's
who sent you?
That's
who sent you?
Pizzo, what up?
What up, Pizzo?
Hey, Pizzo. Wait, I know.
It sounds like you got the TV with the rabbit ears, bro.
Hey, Pizzo, I know you in that.
I'm at the store right now.
Turn your back. I know you
hit us back once you leave the store.
Yeah, you got the flaming hots.
Or mute your. You can say it. Just mute your mic. Your background.
Yeah, mute your mic.
They tell
mute your mic.
You in a halfway house. You about to get a urine sample.
He about to get abused in the halfway house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I told you. I told that motherfucker. You got that motherfucker Obama phone to be boofing on that motherfucker. Told you that nigga in the shelter. So let's just straight up his ass.
Stop it, bro.
Hey,
Stop it.
But listen,
let me pay the bill real quick. We got Tavian Parrish. Shout out to him. He said Phil needs to be fired. Simple as that.
Okay.
Listen, this interview tells us any and everything that we needed to know. And I'm glad, we're so glad as gamers to be able to have this guy interviewing him. Okay. We've seen all these interviews with Phil Spencer where he get thrown these easy questions and nobody ever rebuttals him. Nobody comes from a gamer standpoint. Okay. This guy came from a gamer standpoint. He answered the question that all of us have sit on this podcast and asked ourselves.
Okay,
he answered.
Let me riddle me this, right? And again, maybe I may not be the sharpest goddamn knife in the drawer, right? I might, I'm not saying I can even solve Chinese math in 2 minutes. Not saying I even know how the pyramids was built, right? From the top down, so they say, right? With all that being, I just said a lot, right? I might go a few you motherfuckers' heads, right? No, that's not. Hey, D, you're an educated man. You tell me what's F2? Yeah, I know what F2. What do you mean? It eludes me at the moment, right? I hit him with the F2 routine, right? Now, And I never said once I'm advocating for someone to lose their job, but what I'm saying at the end of the day, right? Because we become more or less Phil Spencer fans or quote unquote Microsoft fans. Like I told you the other day, I had to one of the shows I had to mute it. I never in my life muted a goddamn chat. Never, right? You had motherfuckers. I'm not even gonna get these motherfuckers in the name, but motherfuckers saying that having exclusive and feels is right is anti-consumerism. Or that or how much more some money Sony would make if Spider-Man was on the PlayStation, it was on the Xbox or on the Switch, right? And I'm sitting back and again like, bro, like, look, listen, crap janky as hell, Right now, crap right now got his, out there having fun with the bro. Crap done stuck to the old time below. Crap was on. What's that dog shit goddamn podcast that J Tech do?
I forgot. Oh,
J Tech podcast.
Yeah, about 7 motherfuckers watch it live, and you know what I mean. But it's bro.
You said he rolling through the chitlin.
Hey yo,
You
word
being
ball.
messy, Z. You being messy.
Hey yo, my man J Tech motherfucking got a podcast with the old school Jim Crow laws, right? You know, crap about that bitch banging the scrape.
Sundown Town.
No, fuck that, man. I need something to drink. Crap about that bitch banging the barrel. Just talking about pandering. Lord, right now, with that being said, right, and hold up, shout out to AP, showing you guys got this Xbox True Nature only with the fuck the hardcore. But here's the thing, right, real talk, okay, here's the thing, right, real talk, right. I'm just as being again, it's about games, right? Being a gamer, and maybe I always joke around. I can say that I'm advocating for Phil to lose his job. Maybe it's not the context of my character or the color of my skin, right? It's just a joke, but I'll be dead serious because the issue now that some people that are speaking up about it, you guys know I've been saying this shit for a minute now, right? But only I was threatening to be motherfucker really knock smooth the fuck out, right? And God bless Muscle Bound Gamer's soul. That motherfucker. First time I got to play, like, this shit crazy as hell to me. But I think it's dope. I ain't knocking one man's house, right? I don't want to come across as someone that's being bitter, that drunk uncle that's just hating, right? No, I mean, it's on Fire Heart. You ain't gonna be shit because I want shit. Oh, I love that boy. I don't want to come across as the father in the Fire Heartbeats, right? You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is just like real talk, right? Outside of the theatrics, right? Like I've been saying, we done had conversations, but I've been saying this shit for a minute. You know what I mean? Like this saying he ain't the fucking answer, or I don't like the direction that I'm all about. Here's the thing: I understand that things have to change and things have to evolve. I get that, okay? I understand as far as that, but at the grand scheme of things, and even going back to like the whole, Game Pass for $1. All that shit is slick. If it's going to save me some money, fine. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But it's always about the fucking games. They have way too much money, right? To be in the prediction or position that they're in, right? I understand, you know what I mean? I understand they had to go out and get stuff. But here's the thing, right? And I said this shit when they started acquiring. I said, I won't be surprised again that, I've been saying that Microsoft goal is to be the largest third-party publisher in the world. They're, as far as they're going to try to take on EA and Activision, just that and the other. Because look, what I'm saying, right? And I know posts are the damage controllers with the goddamn game Psychonauts, right? Let's be clear this, right? I understand it started on Kickstarter or whatever the fuck the case may be, but Microsoft, listen what I'm saying, paid $13 million to get back the publishing rights, right? You look at the motherfuckers that Kickstarted what's that goddamn game? Shenmue 3 on, thing, you know what I mean? But no, they got their money. That motherfucking goddamn game is only still coming to the Steam store. So I don't want to hear that. Microsoft chose to put the goddamn game on another goddamn platform. Now, Obsidian, again, they're releasing another goddamn game that's coming out on the Switch. It's coming out on the Switch. To get the name of the game, right? Outside of what's this game they got coming out, the Outer Worlds, I would not be surprised. If their next goddamn game is a fucking multi-plat game. You know what I mean?
Can I say something, Z?
You can say whatever you like. Who's somebody bell bigging? Pizzo, mute your
Hey,
mic. Mute your mic,
Pizzo,
Pizzo.
mute.
Yeah.
In terms of
Hey, Pizzo's making blueberry muffins, man. Turn off your oven, bro.
that
Turn off
boy
your
got
bougie bake
them
oven.
flaming hots with cheese and meat in the microwave.
That motherfucker. Yo.
That's the seat.
No,
Hey,
I
yo.
just want to say
Hey, yo,
this.
Pizzo's been parked in the Shane's Park for 7 hours, drinking long hours iced teas.
Hey, I'm just trying in Psychonauts. If you pay for a PS4 version, wouldn't you want to expect that if you invest in that startup?
Huh?
If I'm talking about in terms of Psychonauts, prior to Microsoft
Okay.
purchasing it,
Okay.
you had a lot of people who paid for. You had a lot of people who paid for specific versions, Xbox version, PS4 version,
Okay.
things like that.
All right.
So that's who they're keeping that responsibility in terms of making that.
They
making
chose
that
Z,
happen.
hold on, Z. Before you interject, we would just post up. See, you coming in here with this crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all the same cast that sit there and say when Epic Games Store goes
Who
at
is
the
y'all?
last minute and buys games and forces people onto their platform.
Y'all cry
Who is
about
y'all?
But y'all
Who is
ain't
y'all?
okay with Microsoft saying, "Hold on, now that we own the studio, you got to buy an Xbox." Come on, man, stop.
Nigga, when have you ever heard me talk about Epic Games?
I done heard you all the time. I got
Oh,
the
Yo,
receipts.
this nigga,
Nigga, you ain't got no reasons. Go
I
sit
got
your
all the
ass down
receipts.
somewhere.
Yo, Moss wanted an excuse to talk about Epic, bro.
I'm just saying.
Moss always want to bring up Epic. Go play some Fallout.
I just want the public to know.
Go play some Fallout.
Can I ask something?
He always got to take shots at Epic, bro. Every podcast.
Hey, he slid that in there. Crucial. He
New
slid
video
that
tomorrow.
in there. Crucial, didn't he? He slid.
Go ahead, Pizzo. I'm sorry. What you saying, bro?
Nah, Beez, nah. Hey, Benito, listen, when you check back in, after you put your cell phone in your ass, you get to check in the halfway house. Go join again from the bathroom. Nah, brother, we can't, bro. Nah, you sound crazy as hell. You sound like
I would say this though.
You sound like a stalker. Bitch, you don't know who this is, bitch? You don't know who this is?
You sound like you French kissing a cake pan.
I would say this though, based on what happened.
Hop out and hop back in and just mute your mic. You sound bad, bro.
Based on the things that took place this current generation from beginning until now, and the more Microsoft keep opening their mouths, they're literally pushing people towards the PS5. They're literally doing the market. Sony don't even have to talk about it. Microsoft is doing it for them with the way things are right now.
So now you see what I mean when I've been saying for years now. They need to hire an outside third party marketing company, a PR company. To handle this shit, because anytime any of those people from Microsoft open their mouths, it's nothing but bad shit comes out.
It's the truth, though. Listen, they're telling you, they telling you who you are, what they are.
Exactly.
Because them niggas is fucking liars, bro. That's what happens, bro. When you keep fucking lying, at some point you're gonna fucking lie about it.
Y'all can hear me, man.
Yeah, we hear you, Pizzo.
This nigga Phil a whole bunch of questions. Phil like, yo, that shit not in the script. I can't answer this shit. Like,
yeah, Phil didn't look good in that interview. He did not look good, and that interview is not going. That interview itself is going to push people to the PS. And some people,
with the $2.
You got the Xbox, the box that you can't say. They don't say you can't say nothing about Phil. He's, you know,
someone done hacked Titanfall's account. She put Titanfall with the $2 immediately up.
She said
immediately after I watched that interview, I hopped in our DMs and said I was disappointed. Jay knows. I was disappointed because I was expecting real answers, man. I was expecting real answers. And that competition part, that just killed me, man. Regardless, you don't have to say you don't want a company to exist. Fanboys gonna do that, but you do have to be competitive.
Exactly.
But that was his way. That was his way of saying he does not care to.
Yeah. And I'll take an L on that because y'all been saying that for a while now that Microsoft no longer wants to compete.
He likens competition. He likens competition at the Olympics like everybody wants the competitor to do a Tanya Harding / Nancy Kerrigan. That's not the case.
Just don't get it.
No, that was his spinoff. His spinoff was to make it seem like there's all of everybody wants somebody to fail.
I just don't get it, man. Hold on. I'm gonna say one thing.
We hear you, Pizzo.
Phil sitting up here saying kumbaya and all this stuff, and Sony saying, okay, Street Fighter 5, you can only play on our system. And Phil like, oh, but we all gonna come together. And Sony said, well, we're gonna take the Spider-Man, which has been multi-plat for years and generations, and you can only get that on our system. And all it's a confusion between trade games. Well, we're gonna go back to this show. We're gonna create a short video on this is how you trade to market on Microsoft foolery. All I feel saying this kumbaya shit.
That's the most
real talk. Phil Spencer said this was his answer to that post up. Everybody gonna be playing PlayStation anyway. He said everybody got multiple consoles. That's basically his answer to that. He said it's 100 million motherfuckers out there with PlayStation. Y'all motherfuckers playing.
There's no way you can damage control that. Damage control that interview. I mean, some things in there was good for people who, for the Xbox hardcore Xbox fans who say Phil can't do no wrong. It was good for y'all, but if you have an open mind, if you're an Xbox fan and you have an open mind to things like I was when I went into that interview, then some of that shit you ain't just finna sit up there and go for. You know what I'm saying?
I see the dude's face when Phil was like, we listen to our fan base. Did I see how the dude was looking at him?
The dude was looking and laughing at Phil in his face. This motherfucker just say they gonna be playing.
He's like, no, motherfucker, you're not getting away with this. No.
Yeah, he said, look, man, Mr. Spencer, God damn it.
We was even marketing.
Motherfucking gaming companies been competing since the beginning of the time. Don't come with that fucking kumbaya shit. What about you know what I'm saying? And
he was trying to say being competitive in general. Okay, I know you don't want to down the shit on the company. You don't have. But what about being competitive in general in terms of content and things like that?
Bro,
go ahead, Pizzo. Go ahead. I know you've been trying to talk for a minute.
Go ahead, Pizzo.
Go ahead, Pizzo. Let Pizzo talk.
All right, so real quick, I get some of where y'all coming from, but y'all drawing a little bit. But when he said, I say y'all, I get where you coming from a little bit, but you drawing a little bit. But when he said, I don't look, hold on,
nigga, your cell phone smell like doo doo. What happened?
Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you, bro.
Hey, fuck you, Z. Nigga said, I don't look at like to put a competitor down, but he says I look at it as inspiration. So I think he is looking at it competitively, but he's looking at it in terms of
Talking about how they called each other on a DDoS attack. That's not competition. That's helping each other.
But what were his exact?
Yo, Pizzo, I can't help you with this one, nigga.
Hey, Pizzo, you better drink that cream soda. Think about this, bro. Drink that cream soda you just bought and think about this.
What were his exact?
This nigga say.
What were his exact words?
What's that post?
The nigga exact words were. I look at the games they come out with as inspiration to do better and better quality games. He even said the argument. He said the argument should be over the quality of games. How do y'all see that as a bad thing?
No, you mean to tell me?
How do y'all see that as a bad thing?
You waited all this time to say your damage control was inspiration.
That's what the nigga said, though. Like,
amazing Frankie Beverly.
That's what the nigga literally said.
Hey, yo. Hey, Pizzo. Hey, Pizzo. Hey, Pizzo. Hey, Pizzo.
Can't understand it?
Pizzo. I got a question. Hey, Pizzo. You waited all day. But no.
This was Phil was pointing out.
You waited all this fuck nigga. No, hold up. This fuck nigga text me 7:30 this morning, right? He say, Z, you gonna lie today? This fuck nigga text me 7:30 this morning.
This what Phil was showing y'all. It's a difference between gamers and console warriors.
Wait, hold up.
It's a difference between gamers and console warriors.
That nigga say, can I get a cream soda? Inspiration.
Hey, yo, this fuck, listen. This fuck nigga text me 7:30 this morning. Hey, yo, Z, you gonna lie today? He said, I'm gonna heat their ass up.
Y'all got jokes.
He said, I'm reading something. They said, I hog-tied her. Hey, yo. This
That's
fuck
his
nigga.
exact words.
This fuck nigga called me 7:30 this morning. Hey yo, Z. Words all slurred.
Yeah.
You allowed that?
Stop
Red
lying.
sent to some. I hog tied her. I don't got a hog tie, people. Why would I hog tie her? Hey yo, what the fuck, Pizzo?
That's what the man literally said, bruh. Y'all can take it how you want to, but he literally said,
Hey yo,
if they do something good, I want to do something better.
Hey,
If they do something good, I want to do something better.
I just want the
I watched
chat.
the whole video.
I just want the chat to support our new broadband bully t-shirts.
Yeah.
No need to be competitive when you got inspiration.
We gonna get a can of cream.
Y'all silly
soda
though.
and shit on.
hey yo, this nigga, that nigga ordered this shit. Nigga, that nigga ordered this.
Logo. A motherfucker holding a can of cream soda. And shit.
Hey yo, this nigga 39 years old orders some cream soda.
You still thinking like a child though.
Oh shit,
Bro.
All right,
I'm just being real.
so check this out, y'all.
Pay the bills right quick.
Okay, let me pay the bill. SS9 Vegeta with the $2. I told y'all Phil be in
Pizzo good. Hey listen, Pizzo. Not like this, bro.
Wait, so how can they compete
Yo,
with Microsoft?
he's I'm about to kill this shit.
No. Listen.
Let me hear
He
this.
said El was a hero the most, but like, listen, bro, not like this, Pizzo.
Listen, as bad, right? As bad as Phil Spencer interview was.
But what about Satya? What's Satya?
No, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. As bad as that interview was, right? You can try your best to damage control that all you want.
Yo, did you see
But his boss,
Hold on.
the CEO of Microsoft Whole, came right behind him and doubled down
What's up,
on
man?
what it is. And I'll read it to you.
Double down on what? Yeah,
Let me tell you exactly what he said.
Nigga, car might never take off when she
Says, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has discussed the company's cloud gaming partnership with Sony, claiming the deal was all driven by the PlayStation maker, which is Sony. So let me tell you, this is the juicy part right here. This is basically what it all boils down to. Here we go right here.
Watch this misinterpretation be crazy.
No, it's not a misinterpretation.
Well, yeah.
Just listen. Let me tell you.
I hear you.
Okay, the deal means Microsoft is dependent on Sony's success. He basically said with his own mouth that we will do whatever it takes to make sure that that Sony and PlayStation is successful. He says our company depends on their success. That's what he said. His words. So they're going to do whatever they can. Wait, listen. They're going to do whatever they can to make sure this cloud shit works for Sony. Make sure whatever Sony needs, they're there for it. Make sure whatever PlayStation needs, they're there for it because their success depends on it. Now, here's the thing. We wish that fucking that Microsoft would have had this same talk about their own fucking product, which is the Xbox, which is the xCloud. We wish they had this same bravado about the Xbox.
What we asking for, man.
So let me say,
Dark Lord Fusion.
Dark Lord.
Can I answer the nonsense?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hey, yo, hold on.
Don't run it into the ground. It was funny. Now,
wait, hold on. Hey, Kratos, I'm about to send you something. Let me read these free messages on the messaging app too. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Hold on. I'm doing man shit back here. Shout out to my man Aztec77. Tell Pizzo to get Phil Jesus out his mouth. Stop trying to damage control, bro. Before I knock you smooth the
Don't
fuck
even
out.
read that, bro.
Hey, yo, and I'm in Florida. What's happening?
Read that.
My man Bourbon32 Xbox is trash. However, PlayStation went to Microsoft to fix their whackish. They white shit. Opponents call this MW. What type of glue y'all niggas sniffing? Okay. Hey, Kratos, I'm about to see.
All right, y'all take it easy now.
All right, take it easy.
And they got the halfway house now.
I ain't talking to y'all.
Oh,
I got this nigga.
Hold on. Hey, yo, I need you to.
Can I answer? Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on.
Send it to me, Z.
Yeah.
And then while you doing that, I'm gonna read this.
Okay.
This is what he said. He said basically and fundamentally, the fact that we have a business model in areas that we're partnering with us, that they're partnering with us, where we're dependent on their success. So we will do the best job for them, whether it's in the cloud or whether it's in AI or what have you, in order to make sure that Sony and PlayStation can succeed with their own IP creation.
That's
their
crazy.
own shit.
So let me ask a question. Hold on.
That's
Let me
common sense, though.
So I'm about to say, so as an adult, you think somebody?
Oh
What?
shit! As an adult, you got to
She
get
about
a
to
working
speak
mic.
bullshit, nigga.
Hey, jump out the Buick.
Hey, yo.
Him need data, chaos.
So somebody calling on
Hey, Credo, check
Y'all
your
niggas
phone.
sound crazy.
Hey, Credo.
That's common sense right
Hey,
there.
Credo,
Like I
check
said,
your
I'm
phone,
about
Credo.
to say, like,
got
they
it.
partnered.
he's not going to talk down on Sony. Of course,
No.
Sony is
don't make
that partnership
come on.
is probably
But-
worth a lot of money.
Step away
So
from the
if I'm-
console war shit and just think for a moment.
Yeah, that's common
Oh
sense
my
right
God!
there.
But that's
They
the
partnered
problem.
That's
with
common
Sony.
sense turning
This
into
is-
How
bait.
is that a problem?
This is
So
the
that's
most-
common
hold on.
sense turning into bait. Don't
Here-
fall for it.
Here's
That's
the
what I'm
problem.
saying,
Here's the
bro.
problem with the two interviews. Okay, the
Hold
fact
on.
of the matter is that you have your own community up in arms about the content that you're giving them. You're
The
not
console
addressing.
warrior. The console
Hold on,
warrior
Pete. Hold
community.
on, Pete.
Go ahead.
You're telling us to get our mind out of the console war when Sony's not getting their mind out of the console war. Sony
What that
said
got
to
to
a
do
group.
with anything?
Sony said to a group of investors that we see Microsoft as a competitor, that fighting them is our business strategy. What does Satya say in response to that? We're going to help them achieve their business strategy, which is doing better than us. So
Okay.
that's
What
the
does that?
Xbox brand.
Why does that matter to you?
Why does it? Because I want to get.
Oh shit! Get him, Pizzo.
Why does it matter
tell
to
me
me?
the sense of that. Like Sony's like we're even though they're partnered with them, but giving you a message of like we're still fighting, even though behind closed doors they do have relationships.
No. I'm going to read this.
So
Phil Spencer said
he lied about them working together on the DDoS attack, and they don't have a deal with Microsoft right now.
Pizzo, that has nothing to do with each other. Okay, in my field,
yes, it does.
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. In my field, when we have financial attacks, we all get together, talk to our lawyers, do conferences, have meetings, all the other stuff with competing entities. Once we solve that attack, we go back to the drawing board and we start fighting against each other.
What is your field? What is your field?
Check your phone,
Phil is saying that he don't want to fight at all. He just wants to collaborate to help make each other's business together. That would work. That would work if Sony was on the same page.
This nigga when the last time he threw a punch.
Sony was the same. Sony is not on that same page. They just want to fight.
Actually, well, that don't make no sense with the
Ask Moss when the last time he threw the punch with a suit of town.
Let me ask you a question. If Phil says we want to make better games, we made a bunch of trash games. We want to make better games. We invested to it to make better games. And we look at what those other companies do, and instead of saying what's good or what's bad, we draw inspiration to try to make our stuff better.
What games did he repeat? What games did he repeat, Pizzo? He repeated Fortnite. So again, you got to read between the lines. He didn't say nothing about no God of War. He kept talking about the commercial games.
Do you know why he repeated Fortnite?
Because that's what he wants to emulate.
No, because he give you plenty of examples of somehow some of the most successful games aren't determined by being platform agnostic. So he just used that as an example. He's not saying that's what I want to do. He's just showing you like the best games really ain't on one platform. It don't really matter where you get it at. It's about just playing good games.
So
Game of the year came out from one platform.
So there's no AAA example of that, like a Red Dead Redemption or anything like that. Those games weren't successful. The most top-selling AAA game out there on the console.
Game of the year. So yeah.
But this is the point. This is the point I'm making. He could have said that. He could have named any game. Either way, it's an example to show you the best selling games are not on one platform.
In the light of your community, as
you drawing invisible dots. You
in the light of your community. Look. Here's the thing, man. This is a Fortune 500 company.
Just admit it.
What that got to do with what I'm talking about?
Phil, hold on. I'm explaining it. Phil is a very smart guy. In the light of you sitting doing these interviews, you know that the people paying the closest attention to what you got to say are the people that are disgruntled. In light of all these conversations that you're having, you don't address any of what the disgruntled people want at all. You keep bringing up commercial shit.
Actually, what he said was, we want to make way better games at a way better quality. He addressed the bad games.
And what does he consider way better?
Hey, yo, y'all looking at the screen?
But that's an example. That's an example, not a quality of a game. That's not an example of a game's quality.
Hey, yo.
Not being on one platform.
Hey,
Y'all niggas think like kids. What up? I got a meme up there. Let me watch this show, man. Let me watch this. Niggas got jokes more than they got like valid points though.
Nah, bro, you ain't win with that one, man. You ain't win with that one. We got quotes, we got bullets, and you sitting there coming up with your own Egyptian interpretation.
Nah, that's what you doing. That's what you. I'm going off what he exactly said.
Who that on that name?
Him said Coonin.
Who made this meme?
Hey, listen, Pizzo, I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. Don't die in your cross, bro. Don't this is not. Listen, this was a 1-2 punch. First, you had Phil Spencer.
You know, he some milk.
Hold on, the thing Phil Spencer came out. He fell flat on his face. He told you what it was, and then
what did he say?
His daddy Satya Nadella came out and grinded just that X just straight in their heart.
The only people
hit the like button,
Phil
please.
Phil expresses the only people who are mad about it is kind of like the console war. Everyone else who's a regular thinking human being can understand all that shit.
Listen, if you're an Xbox gamer, listen, Pizzo, you're an Xbox gamer, right?
They partnered with Sony. Hold up. They partnered with Sony, and you think they shouldn't do a good job with the service they partner with Sony at? You're looking at it still as like,
no, you're not listening. You didn't listen to you. Obviously, you didn't listen.
It doesn't make no sense, does it?
They are on purpose. They're making. Listen, when you're competing, right? If I'm competing against somebody,
there we go again.
And I'm making my effort to hype. Listen, let's say you take a boxing match, right? You got a boxing match.
A boxing is a one-on-one fight.
No. Listen. You got a boxing match. You got one guy in the green corner. Listen, you got one guy in the green corner. You got another guy in the blue corner. Now, if the guy in the green corner is out there promoting and hyping up the guy in the blue corner before the fight, then the people who are betting on the guy in the green are going to be like, "What the fuck? Is this guy trying to blow the fight or what?"
So since Sony is being competitive, that means they're going to speak skill of Azure.
Let me ask you.
Listen, you can use whatever analogy.
I'm just saying to you,
their words are their words. You can't spin their words. You cannot spin their words.
He's spinning their words.
You cannot spin their words.
This is how he's spinning their words. The interviewer specifically asked, "What do you think about inherent competition?" He didn't say destructive and vile competition. He said inherent competition. Phil's response to that is, "I don't believe in inherent competition. I believe in collaboration." So in his direct answer to inherent competition, Phil said, "No, we believe in collaboration." So that's not what what you're saying is not what Phil said, Pizzo.
If everybody out there listen, Pizzo.
That's the question though.
Pizzo, if everybody out here punching you in your face and you just turn around saying, "Well, I love y'all too, let's hug it out," and then they still beat up on you.
So J-Dub, in that case, Sony shouldn't have anything good to say about Azure and Microsoft Cloud.
No, because listen. Obviously, with interviews like this, these guys are nuts.
No. Yes or no?
These guys are crazy.
Sony shouldn't have.
They gave up.
That's how Sony shouldn't have any praise about Microsoft Cloud or Azure, correct?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the reason why Microsoft. Post up. Let me answer the question. Post up. You answer the question. Let me answer the question. The reason that Sony. You asked the question before. Let me answer.
Cloud, right?
Let me answer.
Based on how you're saying, right?
Can I answer?
Hey, yo, let me pay the bill. SS9, but you just said, "I'm rich from that hog tied her." I don't got a hog tie, people. Why would I hog tie her? You want this motherfucker sound like R. Kelly right now?
It already came out that Azure Cloud is 79% cheaper than the nearest competitor, which is Google and Amazon.
What
right?
they got?
79% cheaper. Both of them are in the gaming realm. So that means both of them are working on products that's in the gaming. So Sony said, well, shit, we're going to save 80%. We can give this thing a try. We can move some of our servers from Amazon because we can save millions of dollars by doing that.
They're not saving 80%.
On the flip side, Satya Nadella said, "Look, Yoshida, we're gonna make sure we give you first priority. We're gonna make sure we do everything in our own being to make sure your shit shine like glitter. That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna make that price 80% cheaper." than our
First of
nearest
all,
competitor.
they're
Let me
not
ask
saving
what they
80
take.
Hold on.
Okay. So
First of all,
real
they're not
quick,
saving
Yo,
80%
if
because we don't know what numbers they
if it was
came.
to actually-
No,
Number two,
Microsoft already
hold on.
said it. They're
That
they're
doesn't make-
79% cheaper than the
But
nearest competitor.
do
Even
you
with
have
that,
you
it was
went into
Xbox
how
that was dominating,
Microsoft
which-
charges?
It don't
for that
don't
shit?
matter. It don't matter. They
It does
said
matter.
they are. Listen,
Hold on.
Microsoft own words.
What were
They're
Sony's exact words?
79% cheaper than their nearest competitor. That's all
What
you
were
have to know.
Sony's-
Is
what were
that
Sony's
Sony is
exact words,
paying a
Jeff?
boatload of money for the Amazon servers right now. So they can
What
save
was-
80% of their money
What
that
were
they spend on
Sony's-
cloud. They can save that if they go with Azure. That just
You
makes
already
fucking
said-
common sense. It does. But on the flip
So,
side,
was Sony-
they turn around and they no longer have a competitor in Microsoft trying to fight in their space.
What
This
is the
why,
point that
this
you're
is why
like,
the deal
what
is
are you-
going to get done. Listen, Microsoft is not fighting for Xbox anymore. They just fucking told you in these two interviews
No,
they don't give
and
a fuck about
actually-
Xbox.
In actuality, what they said was we double down on it. We have a brand that we care about.
Oh,
and
Lord.
we're-
No,
Oh,
we're
so
quality
they're
games.
not okay. I'll put it
Somebody
like
Tell me
get
this.
when they
this.
said
Somebody get
they're-
this.
that's
they're-
what you're drawing from it.
He-
That's what
Hey,
you
why are you
guy.
discounting their interviews and their words,
Yeah,
sir?
exactly,
Why-
bro.
You are listening to what
How?
you because
When did
you're
it-
discounting what they're
Well,
saying
first
and
you-
you put your
first you
own
denied
twist on
that-
what you
Hold
want
on,
them
hold
to
on.
say.
You're
You
discounting
first
it.
denied that he rejected.
They
inherent
never said
competition.
our service
I
is
never-
going
I
to be
never
the
said-
best.
I never
Yes, you
said
did.
that.
Hey,
We're going to be the
Pizzo.
exclusive service.
First of all,
What I
the-
said was the man said, I don't think competition
Hey,
means someone else
Pizzo.
got to do
Listen,
bad.
first of all,
No.
Y'all
What-
boys-
yo, what the
and
fuck
No,
is-
I read to you what he said exactly. You
Hey,
just
yo.
didn't like what I was
Yeah.
reading.
hey, yo,
But,
this
okay,
motherfucker out there
even
fishing
in
for
them
sardines.
words,
This nigga out there
you
fishing for
said-
sardines. Hey, Post, what the fuck you doing at the
Hold on,
dock?
man. You got jokes, but you got
You
jokes.
no, ain't no. What the fuck is you doing at the docks? I hear a lighthouse in the back. This
You got
nigga out
jokes,
there,
but you don't got no
this
point.
motherfucker
You got no
out there
valid
fishing for
point.
sardines. 11 o'clock at night. Please, what the fuck going on?
So to y'all, what makes more sense is Microsoft partners with Sony and then does a horrible job on their Azure cloud because they need to be better than them in the console war to sell more content. That's the point y'all making?
No, that's not the
Some
point
of
we
y'all
make it.
30
Listen, here's the point. Here, let me say
You
it. Let
just
me say
said that. Some
the
of y'all
point
was
that no, the
30
point
Nobody
that I
said that.
said, and I'll
Nobody
say
said
it
that.
again. I said if Microsoft can spend the same effort and time in time putting in to Xbox on what they're doing for PlayStation in Sony,
Okay.
So-
maybe they would be
let's-
better.
So let me put it to you. Let me put it to you like this, Pizzo.
Listen, when he say he says so. Wait, listen, Pizzo, because I don't want you I don't want you to hear anything else but what
To hear anything
nothing
different,
Satya Nadella said. He says so. We will do the best job for them, whether it's in the cloud or whether it's in AI or whatever have you, in order to make sure that Sony and PlayStation can succeed with their own IP creation. That means he's focused and dedicated on what Sony wants and what Sony needs. He said nothing in this whole
Do you know-
article about fucking
I'm ready.
Xbox or what xCloud could do or what
Let me
they
ask you a
wanted or
question.
nothing.
I'm asking
He's
a question.
focusing on some.
Nah,
He's
nigga,
focusing
answer
on
Let me
them.
ask you a question.
Hey,
Answer his
Pizzo,
question, nigga.
what the fuck
Ask
you
your
doing at the
question.
docks?
Ask your question.
Yeah, this motherfucker,
What?
he works
I
for
hear-
Bird's Eye.
I had a lighthouse in the back. What the fuck going on, man?
Stop all that. I'm
this motherfucker
inside.
works for Encore. He's sitting there getting
I'm inside. Stop all that.
You on a
I
tip
work
right
for
now?
myself too. I work for myself. But check this out. Let me ask you a question.
You working on yourself?
I work for myself. For myself.
Oh, you're right, bro.
For self-proprietorship.
Alright,
So look,
Lord.
to end it, to the point you're saying about Satya and Nadella, to me, just as a grown, it makes sense that if you partner with someone, that you're going to do the best thing you can do with that partner. Now, second of all, you guys are ignoring. Said you saying like, well, I want him to give that same attention to Xbox. So him by them saying we're working on this console, we bought all the studios, we want to make higher and better quality games. Isn't that
He
saying-
didn't say that.
When
He
we
didn't.
compare, but no, hold on. To Pizzo's
Oh my
point,
God, man.
you asked us a question, so we're gonna answer it.
Alright.
But quality is subjective, right, Pizzo? Would you agree to that? We're gonna try to be
Factual.
adults like you. We're gonna try to be adults like you. With that, okay.
There you go.
So if it's subjective, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. What does Microsoft think is quality? What have they shown us this generation that they think
Oh
is
yeah, that
quality?
E3 about.
Let me finish. Can I answer?
Top-notch quality. Dandy simulator, right?
Hey, yeah.
Actually, not. Actually,
Top-notch quality.
Hold on.
that's not making no sense. Stop all that.
Before you respond with your words all slurred, let me pay this bill right quick. Shout out to Birdman32. Wait. if Microsoft improves PSN via the Azure, doesn't that mean you won't need a PS5 since Sony wants you to play with or without a console?
They're not gonna acknowledge because they said that about 4 months ago, but they want to go off the most recent message. We can leave that alone. Y'all niggas are quiet. See how they
listen. At this point, there is really nothing else that can really be said. Satya said it. Phil Spencer did it.
Oh my god, bro!
It is what it is, and either guys going to accept their words or they're going to live in their own reality.
But you're choosing to not accept half of his words.
Please,
though,
explain then why when he was asked about inherent competition, which is, let me give you the definition of inherent. Permanent, existing, something inseparably attached or connected. Consistent competition. Phil said, no, I don't believe in that. I believe in us inspiring each other. Explain that.
Thank you. So let me finish. So hold on. There's
competition does.
He works an imposter. God damn.
No, he works in imposter.
Like you understand, inspiration makes you do better as well, right? Like inspiration is also well as competition.
Parker's
Why?
Hey yo,
now niggas can't like adults.
Hey yo,
now niggas can't like adults.
Parker.
Hold on, Z. I just want to say this.
He was talking about inspiration.
So why do we not talk about inspiration?
Thank you. If he was talking about inspirational competition, then he would have said no, because inspirational competition is part of inherent competition.
He said no.
Hey, wait, hold on. Repeat that again, man.
He was drawing inspiration.
Hold on one second.
Now we all trying to be adults here, Pizzo. Don't you slip back in the toddlerhood.
Hey yo, wait, hold on one second. Wait, let Manhattan finish. Cause we gonna take this. We gonna move this after party over to Twitch and shit about to go left. Nigga said you wanna act like a child. I'm gonna treat you like a child. Please, what the fuck is you talking about? But say it again, Manhattan.
You ain't made one point.
I'm saying if he was talking
let me help you, Pizzo. Competition does inspire.
Let Manhattan
does inspire.
Let Manhattan finish.
Right. Inspiration. So why did he not mention games like God of War? Instead, he was talking about Fortnite and other shit.
All right, hold on. Listen.
No, you tweaking.
He's talking about Fortnite and other shit. Hold on, he's talking about Fortnite and other shit. Talking about exclusive not being the number one reason why games are successful.
Listen,
he even said
he could have brought up Red Dead Redemption.
Hey yo, listen.
Why was he?
Hey yo, hold on. I understand.
Apex Legends.
One of those.
He could have brought up Apex Legends. Come
hey,
on,
well, hold on. I gotta say one. Listen,
he did bring up Apex. He did bring up Apex.
I gotta say one thing. I gotta say one thing, right? Cause this shit gonna go left. He been drinking. He getting angry. His fists in his hands smell like doo-doo. Listen here, right? Listen.
Tasted. He got the lighthouse. The tasted.
This motherfucker.
Y'all just connecting.
He out there fly fishing for sardines 11:30 at night. Listen here. We gonna take this bitch. I'm gonna look one switch. Here you go. One switch right here, yo. One switch. Way over on Twitch. This motherfucker been drinking. God damn. Nigga hit me 7. Yo, you gonna lie to these Z? I'm gonna tell you like, God damn, it's 7:30 in the morning. Here go the link. Now listen. I'm keeping the same title. Hold on. Click the link right now. We about to get this shit jumping. That's gonna be a little more raunchy on Twitch. Hold on. We about to get the same.
You need to stop with that lie, bro.
What lie? Come on, bro.
I called you.
Ain't making no goddamn sense.
Z called me afterwards and was confused as hell, man. I
said, who was that? Pizzo or Parker? He put the ad. Hey, listen, hit the like button. We about to go over to Twitch. Let's not get over to the 300 motherfuckers watching live. Hit the like button. We're gonna take the app and show over to Twitch, man. We're gonna go. I gotta pay this bill right quick. Hey, young boy Gibbs, Z, your man Pizzo remind me of Kanye West, and the Oval Office said Trump is like a father figure to him. You ain't hey, bro. Hey, young boy Grip, man. This is what I'm talking about. We about to bring this shit right over to Twitch right now. We about to beat the fuck out of Pizzo legs, man.
Niggas got jokes. They don't got valid points.
Okay, yeah. He's nice on like Parker. Parker told Post Love last night he knocked him smooth the fuck out in 10 seconds. I said, God damn. There you go. Hey, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, I left the link there. It's not gonna take me but not even a second.
Come on over, y'all.
Come on over, the after party. We about to beat the fuck out of his legs. He gotta get this work. I'm tired of this motherfucker, man. So fashion, nigga eating the whole crab. He ain't cracking, eating the whole crab. He biting into yo, you know he a man. He biting straight into the shell. He ain't spit nothing out. Hold on, there's a link right there. All right, hold on, here you go. Come right on over. Here you go, right here. And yeah, because you crazy as hell.